National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda. This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
The Nitda Blockchain Scholarship 2022 scheme is aimed at training 30,000 Nigerians in blockchain technology for developing career skill sets in emerging technologies. The training is implemented in collaboration with Dominion Blockchain Solution and was announced by the Director General of Nitda, Kashifu Inuwa CCIE, during the Blockchain Day of the Digital Nigeria event recently in Abuja. On today's episode, we're looking at the Nitda Blockchain Program, upraising the skills of Nigerians in blockchain technology. I am Kinyesa Waboke, and this is Nitda Impact.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
You can be a part of this program by logging onto our website at www.nitda.gov.ng or all our social media handles displayed right on your screen. Let's begin with what's making the news headlines this week. Pantami charges graduates of the Tide Lab Fellowship Program to contribute to nation's development. Nitda interacts with stakeholders in the Southeast. Stakeholders want Nigeria to leverage value of mobile phone data at CDR workshop. And now the news proper. The Honorable Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Professor Isa Ali Pantami, has charged graduates of Tide Lab Fellowship Cohort 4 program to remain in Nigeria and contribute their quota to the development of the nation's economy through the ICT sector. Professor Pantami stated this at the graduation ceremony of the trainees, which took place in Abuja. Nitda Impact correspondent Gabriel Onu reports that the Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda, Kashifu Inuwa CCIE, was on the ground to present awards to the deserving individuals.
One of Nitda's ambitious targets is to train 1 million developers in the next 18 months. This it has pursued rigorously with partners and stakeholders within the ecosystem. This graduation ceremony of 53 participants trained by Tide Lab afforded the supervising minister of the agency, Professor Isa Ali Pantami, to re-echo the important role of the National Digital Economy Policy and Strategy (NDEPS) to the actualization of Nigeria's digital economy agenda. Professor Pantami, represented by the National Director, National Center for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics, (NCAR), Engineer Yao Garba, advised the graduates to remain in Nigeria and contribute their quota to the development of the nation's economy through the ICT sector.
I extend the message of the Honorable Minister. The government is there, and the government is willing to support, especially when we look at parastatals like Nitda, Galaxy Backbone, NCC. Just the thing for us is to come up with good ideas and approach these institutions, and I think we'll be very much willing to provide any support.
Founder and CEO of Tide Lab, Salami Kadir, spoke on the graduation and ways it plans to collaborate with Nitda for future engagements.
One of the things that we have realized is that the potential is there, and that has never been the challenge. The problem has always been harnessing those potentials by our youth, and that's what Tide Lab is doing. And we also know that that's what Nitda is also doing to ensure that there is penetration, technology penetration, to promote knowledge economy in Nigeria, and this is exactly what Tide Lab is doing. So we are proud to be associated with Nitda.
High point of the graduation ceremony was the presentation of awards to graduates by the Director General of Nitda's representative, Engineer Salisu Kaka, and other dignitaries.
Abraham Sholabi, go forward. Thank you very much for your sacrifice. Abraham, Abraham, please step forward. Step forward, step forward, step forward, step forward. Next is the Outstanding Team Members Award.
Gabriel Onu.
The National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda, continued its stakeholders' engagement this time in the southeast in Owerri, the Imo State capital. Speaking at the event, Director General of the agency, Kashifu Inuwa CCIE, said the meeting was a veritable platform to co-create solutions, articulate strategies, and extend services to stakeholders. Nitda Impact Senior Correspondent Sophia Ogeze tells us more.
In its quest to deepen relationship with stakeholders across the country, the National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda, continues its stakeholders' engagement in Southeast. Owerri, the Imo State capital, was the host city, and Nitda's Zonal Office Coordinator, Samuel Gambo, set the tone for the conversation.
We in Nitda think we should bring this closer to the grassroots for everybody to understand what we do and how everyone can benefit from us.
In his remark, Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda, Kashifu Inuwa CCIE, represented by the Director Zonal Offices Directorate, Mr. Babajide Ajayi, noted that Nitda over the years has transformed from a highly centralized organization to a decentralized one. According to him, the meeting was a veritable platform to coordinate solutions, articulate strategies, and extend services to stakeholders.
We therefore view this meeting as a veritable platform. Consequently, the objectives of the program are to, one, offer our stakeholders the opportunity to express their views and opinions on matters related to the agency's implementation of its mandates. Two, establish sustainable collaborations and consistent channels for feedback and the exchange of ideas. Three, share with stakeholders our vision, regulatory instruments for national development, and our journey so far.
Presenting his keynote address, Imo State Commissioner for Digital Economy and E-Governance, Dr. Chimeze Amadi, welcomed participants to the state. He said the theme of the meeting was tropical and relevant within the context of current economic realities.
The Imo State government, under the administration of our able governor, distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma, has established the Ministry of Digital Economy and E-Governance, and this is the first of its kind in the history of our nation.
There is no doubt this continuous engagement of its stakeholders by the National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda, will deepen relationship and help the agency reposition itself for fulfillment of its mandate. Sophia Ogeze, reporting for Nitda Impact.
Meanwhile, stakeholders have harped on the need for Nigeria to leverage the value of mobile phone data for the development of the nation's digital economy. This was the consensus at the one-day workshop organized by Flowminder alongside other stakeholders in Abuja. Nitda Impact correspondent reports that the Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda, Kashifu Inuwa CCIE, was represented at the event by the Acting Director, E-Government Development and Regulation, Mr. Ben Ewa.
According to figures released by the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC), the total number of registered phone lines in Nigeria as at May 2022 stood at 301.5 million, but of this figure, only 204.2 million are active. These stakeholders, among whom is the Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda, Kashifu Inuwa CCIE, represented by the Acting Director, E-Government Development and Regulation, Mr. Ben Ewa, gathered to brainstorm and share ideas on how Nigeria, Africa's largest telecom market, could benefit from call data recording (CDR). In his remarks, the representative of the DG, Nitda, believes the agency is putting the right framework in place to encourage stakeholders within the ecosystem.
The applicability is quite broad. As a regulation, it seeks to ensure that the use of this resource is equitable and protects the rights of data subjects, and also opens new doors for its application by various sections of the society. Not just government, but the private sector as well.
Other speakers at the sensitization workshop noted that Nigeria has a lot to harness from call data recording (CDR). They also identified the huge challenge of data sharing in Africa, particularly between the private and the public sector.
This is a stakeholder engagement opportunity where Flowminder are looking to talk with Data Sciences Nigeria Data Science Network to understand the orientation of different stakeholders towards the work that we're wanting to do, and to garner support and create collaboration and enthusiasm around the use of mobile phone data for the production of statistics and for public good in Nigeria.
The one-day sensitization workshop on the value of mobile phone data was organized by Flowminder Foundation and drew participants from the private and the public sector.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
Time now for Nitda's cybersecurity updates.
On this week's cybersecurity segment, we are discussing basic tips for securing your electronic mail. I am Mansur Aliyu Hassan, and thank you for joining us. An electronic email is a way of exchanging messages between people using electronic devices. While this has become a reliable way of sending and receiving messages, cyber criminals often use medium to spread malware, spam and phishing attacks. They use deceptive messages to get people to give up personal information, open attachments or click on links that install malware on their devices. To stay safe, here are some guides. Not replying to emails that look like spam. Never open attachments or links in emails from unknown senders. Set up a spam filter to stop emails from getting through. Ignore unsolicited emails of all types and delete them. If you have more than one email account, set up a unique password for each of them. Keep your password secure. Use multi-factor authentication. Never use public Wi-Fi to access emails. And lastly, install antivirus software. That's all we have for you this week. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
This week's special report is on the Nitda blockchain program upraising the skills of Nigerians in blockchain technology.
Blockchain is a secure database shared across a network of participants where up-to-date information is available to all participants at the same time. Blockchain is a technology that enables the secure sharing of information. Data obviously is stored in a database. Transactions are recorded in an account book called a ledger. A blockchain is a type of distributed database or ledger, one of today's top tech trends, which means the power to update a blockchain is distributed between the nodes or participants of a public or private computer network. The global blockchain market is projected to grow from $7.18 billion in 2022 to $163.83 billion by 2029 at a CAGR of 56.3% in forecast period 2022 to 2029. And this size stems from a 52.4% global market decline in 2020 compared to 2019. According to Globe Newswire, the blockchain market will rise at 56.3% CAGR and reach $163.83 billion between 2022 to 2029. In the nearest future, blockchain technology will experience certain trends such as AI and cybersecurity. Improving the security capabilities of such closely linked devices is going to be a priority for companies, and artificial intelligence will be central to this task. Quantum computing is a form of computing that takes advantage of quantum phenomena such as superposition and entanglement. Its applications range from preventing the spread of diseases such as coronavirus, developing new vaccines, and managing risk and fraud in the financial sector. Its global markets revenues are expected to exceed $2.5 billion in 2029. The anticipated resurgence of blockchain is what Nitda is targeting to prepare Nigerians toward. The National Blockchain Adoption Strategy is the policy document. The Nitda DG Kashfu Inuwa CCIE said, "I am glad to say that Nitda's efforts towards the development of a National Blockchain Adoption Strategy document advances the efforts of Mr. President and the Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy in creating and fostering an efficient, safe, and economically productive and viable digital Nigeria using the blockchain technology. Blockchain technology will surely key into the economic recovery and growth plan of the federal government by increasing the contribution of ICT and innovation to the gross domestic product, GDP. We must not be defined by our current challenges. They are not who we are. We are bigger than them. We must be defined by our dreams and aspirations. We must be defined by what we can achieve." Unquote. The Nitda Blockchain Scholarship 2022 scheme is a path toward the achievement of this goal. It is aimed at training 30,000 30,000 Nigerians in blockchain technology for developing career skill sets in emerging technologies. The training is implemented in collaboration with Dominium Blockchain Solutions and was announced by the Director General Nitda Kashfu Inua CCIE during the Blockchain Day of the Digital Nigeria event recently in Abuja. BSV Blockchain Academy is the course content provider. Nitda DG is certain that the scholarship will enable the acceleration of blockchain adoption in Nigeria and make Nigeria a global player in the blockchain industry, and admonish Nigerians to take advantage of the scholarship to become early solutions providers in the fourth industrial revolution. The scholarship is in line with the National Agenda for a Digital Nigeria, a component of the National Digital Economy Policy and Strategy (NDEPS). The development of Nitda Strategic Roadmap and Action Plan (SRAP) is a strategic plan towards achieving the NDEPS. According to a statement co-signed by Mrs. Hadiza Umar, Head Corporate Affairs and External Relations at Nitda and the co-founder of Dominion Blockchain Solutions, Mohammed Jega, the course started on December 1, 2022. A total of 30,000 participants who applied for the scholarship and were willing to put in a minimum of 20 hours per week, have access to laptops or desktops, show commitment and determination, have been onboarded. No prior programming experience is required. The method of engagement is a hybrid format, virtual and physical meetups in all states of the Federation. Outstanding teams in the project phase stand the opportunity to join the incubation program in London, while others will be exposed to the BSV ecosystem where they can be involved with various projects. Mohammed Jega, Dominium co-founder, said according to the initial arrangement with the partner BSV Academy, only 30,000 persons were supposed to be enrolled, but over 90,000 Nigerians who applied were enrolled, 30,000 for the whole course and 60,000 for an introductory course. The opportunity is just sublime and can set Nigerians up for wonderful careers in blockchain. The metaverse as a subset of blockchain has enormous economic prospects and is expected to reach $800 billion by the middle of this decade and $2.5 trillion by 2030. One trend everybody is looking forward to is the Web 3.0. It is a serverless internet, a decentralized web managed by technology and coded rules to support individuals' transactions and actions. Web 3.0 leverages blockchain technology to reinvent the way we store and manage data over the internet, providing a universal state layer. Web 3.0 will reach a global market value of $12.5 billion by 2028. As is obvious, the blockchain ecosystem around the world will definitely become one of the biggest digital sectors in the world. Cryptocurrencies are already extremely popular, but more technologies are emerging from blockchain. Initiatives such as the Nitda Blockchain Scholarship and Nitda Strategic Drive to developing Nigeria's blockchain ecosystem and actors are bound to grow Nigeria in blockchain assets and intelligence.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
We still continue our tech tips on basic Microsoft PowerPoint skills. To copy and paste slides. If you want to create several slides with the same layout, you may find it easier to copy and paste a slide you've already created instead of starting with an empty slide. Select the slide you want to copy in the slide navigation pane, then click the copy command on the Home tab. You can also press Ctrl+C on your keyboard. In the slide navigation pane, click just below a slide or between two slides to choose a paste location. A horizontal insertion point will appear. Click the paste command on the Home tab. You can also press Ctrl+V on your keyboard. The slide will appear in the selected location. More on basic Microsoft PowerPoint skills next week.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
Up next is Innovation Hub.
Mohammed Ibrahim Jega. I'm a co-founder with Dominion Blockchain Solution. Dominion is a blockchain as a service company, trying to help businesses and government transition from traditional data into blockchain solution. We all see how blockchain is emerging in different verticals. And just like internet, we need to see how best we could be able to educate and engage Nigerians as well as businesses and government to understand the opportunities in the blockchain space. It's really a very big win for us because Nitda has seen how important it is for us to look inward in trying to help build capacity in the blockchain space. And this is actually a very good because there's a very big excitement around the country because based on this announcement for the training. And the training is full scholarship given by Nitda. So we are implementation partners in partnership with BSB Blockchain. It's going to be a 7-week program, and it's going to be intensive. It's going to be remote, and we're trying to take every Nigerian along, irrespective of your location or region. You can stay wherever you are, as long as you have a laptop and internet. You could be able to access these materials, go to the program, and have a very quality training on the blockchain space. It's also another big win for Nigeria because Nitda has seen how important blockchain ecosystem is playing, and they've seen the evolution of blockchain. They don't want Nigerians to be left behind. They want to make sure that we equip Nigerians. We also engage the industry, as well as we showcase some of the best out of the best in the blockchain space. I want to commend Nitda for this bold step, and I believe other African countries will learn from them. And I also want to commend the Minister of Communication and Digital Economy for making this possible, so that because it's their event, we only came to help make it happen. That is why Dominion is taking it upon itself to really push in around the nooks and crannies of Africa to promote and also educate Africans around the opportunities of blockchain. For listeners, wherever you are, there's an opportunity for you to learn and upskill and get a quality education into the blockchain space. You don't need any prior knowledge. You must not be a developer before you can tap into this. Anyone that is interested in technology, technology has become part and parcel of our life.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
As is obvious, the blockchain ecosystem around the world will definitely become one of the biggest digital sectors in the world. Cryptocurrencies are already extremely popular, but more technologies are emerging from blockchain. Initiatives such as Nitda Blockchain Scholarship and Nitda's strategic drive to developing Nigeria's blockchain ecosystem and actors are bound to grow Nigeria in blockchain assets and intelligence. To learn more on how you can benefit on our activities, kindly log on to our website at www.nitda.gov.ng or all our social media handles displayed right on your screen. Until we come your way next time, our special appreciation goes to the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Professor Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami, the Director General of Nitda, Kashifu Inuwa CCIE, and the entire management and staff of Nitda for this program. I am King Waboke. Thank you for watching.